All right, guys, so I started off the video showing you the Chigee AIO-5, and then this is the Chigee AIO-6, Chigee AIO-6 Max that Chigee sent. I'm so excited to get ready to put on the bike. But the reason I brought you into my bench was as I was thinking of doing it, I was going to go outside, set up my Insta360 X5 camera, and probably do it that way with a time lapse. Now I'm not going to probably do a time lapse, but because what I discovered along the way as I looked at these parts that came is I wanted to make sure they all went together. And for the most part, I did ask Chigee for the right stuff. There's a couple of pieces like this ball head that kind of actually looks like it would fit if I was mounting this on the mirror, you know, the bike mirror mount, as opposed to a crossbar. So I don't need that. And that's this piece as well. You could mount this on possibly the mirror mount or something. The rest of it is very interesting, and I had to bring you in to see this. So this was a piece that came with the Chigee. This is the mount that goes around your crossbar. It does come with inserts that so you can fit different size crossbars. I'll take those with me. They all use special screwdrivers, star screwdrivers. We're not special, I'm sure you have that in the toolkit, but they're not Phillips or flat that anyone can easily remove these. They use similarly different sizes for each thing. Now what's interesting is this Chigee came with this plate attached to the back, and this plate attached to the back is for permanent mounting. And please, when you watch the video, do look at the review using the link in the description below, because there are pictures there that kind of show what's going on. So I had to remove, I'm sorry, my daughter is talking outside my door. I had to remove that piece, and this is the quick release plate that you put on the back. The quick release plate then mounts into the wire harness, and in the wire harness then connects to the bar. So this stays on the bike, right? Now there's a piece you see at the top here that's in between. Hammer. I'm sorry guys, sometimes recording is hard. Even though I have my studio in the basement, it's still being built and it's not all soundproofed as yet, so my kids are right outside the door and you might have heard them. Anyway, let's get back to this. So they sent this was a quick release kit, and in the quick release kit you see that there's a button here that you press. So what happens is this hooks into here, I'll show you in a minute, and then you press this button to release or connect it. Now the piece in between, this metal piece you see here, was a separate piece that had to be installed, and I believe I have the box. If you give me a second, maybe I have the cover of the box I can show you. I'm sorry, I've been trying to pack up and clean things up, so maybe I don't have it. Let me see, one quick chance, possibly. I'm not sure what I did with it, but anyway, the piece that this little metal piece is a piece you open here and you put it in between, and what happens is that is the quick release security. So what this does, I'm sorry we're so high, what this does is when you, and I'll show you here so you can see it. When you get to the bike, right, it has only one direction this can go in, so this will be installed like this on the bike, and you go to your bike and you press this down, and now you have connected your Chigee. So, well, that'll be enough, right? But then Chigee says, wait a minute, suppose you go somewhere, and I don't know if you can see that clearly. I'll try to put as much lighting as I can on it. If you go somewhere now and you decide, I don't want to take this off, I want to run in for 15 minutes somewhere, right? Or I want the quick release kit only for occasions when I really need it. Otherwise, I want to leave this on my bike, right? And just in case idle hands come by, I don't want them to take it off. Well, this piece that was inserted here, and again, you have to look at the photos in the review to see, get a close look at the pieces. It has a crossbar with a screwdriver that they sent with a specific type of tip. So what you do is, if you're leaving on your bike, you insert the crossbar, right? And this is the first time I'm inserting it, so it may be a bit stiff, so bear with me. There you go. You insert the crossbar. There is a screwdriver that you can use, and obviously this screwdriver that came, there's two of them that came, different sizes, I think. This screwdriver that came, it has a keyring on it, right? So it's something that you would keep on your keyring. And I don't know if I want to put this all the way in, but you get the idea. I don't want to put it all the way in now because I want to take this apart again. But you basically insert that and you turn it with the screwdriver they give you, this unique screwdriver. Now this cannot press down, so the Chigee cannot come off. And you would need this screwdriver with this very unconventional tip to take it off. So at this point, it's permanently on your bike. I know I didn't want to do that. Yeah, there we go. I got it out. So now that it's out, now I can remove the Chigee. So I will take this part of the bike with my other camera, and I will try to do some video and time lapse and some photos as I install this on the bike. It's 3 cables, very simple. One is, this says camera F, this is the front camera, this is to the back camera, says camera B, and this is the rest of the harness that goes to power and the accessory power, which I told you I'll be connecting to a switch separately to turn on and off. That's my personal preference. But here's the other last piece I want to show you. Again, Chigee thought about this. Now what happens if you're leaving this on your bike? Well, these are metal connectors that connect to the back of the Chigee, and they're gonna get damaged. So in that kit, that quick release, it comes this piece, and basically when it's on the bike, you snap this on, and the kit and the connections are covered so they don't get wet, right? And I think this is a brilliant design from the Chigee. It makes sure, like I said, that your stuff stays dry. And remember, these are metal pins in here, so not just dry, but from damage. If I got my bike on the lift and I'm doing something and something falls on it, that's not going to be a good look. And to take it off, by the way, you do have to do the same action and depress to get it off. So Chigee seems to have thought about everything here. I don't know in and out. These pins are flat pins, so hopefully they never give a problem. But bottom line is, this is the next step that you should do on your workbench. I guess you could do it in your shop. I chose to do it in the studio. And now I'm going to take this outside and I'll begin the process, finding the right inserts that came with it. And if you give me a second, I'll just show you that really quick, because that will be part of the installation that will come next. Oh, here, I found the boxes for you, by the way. So here is the quick release piece I was talking about. You'll see that in the review if you look at the pictures. That's why it's important not just to look at the videos, but read the entire review. And let me reach over here, and I'm sorry my head's in the video, but I'm the one recording it, right? And in this box, this is the rest of, I kind of consolidated everything because there was 11 boxes, if you remember correctly, and I cut them down to just the 5, and I'll show you them in a second. But right now I'm going to go outside. So here is the wire harness with the red, right? The red connector. I want to make sure you guys see that. That goes to the red connector here, and these are the extensions here, of it, because you need this to go to each of your cameras, right? Very simple installation. You'll see it. And here are the inserts, the plastic and rubber inserts that I'll use here to size this up with my bar. I'll leave that out, and I can even choose right now which one of all the tools you need are included, and the tool for this is this one. So I just have to take this with me with these, and I can get this mounted on my handlebar and to get started. What will be installed that you'll see in the garage is the tire pressure monitor sensors, and this is basically, you take off the old one, you screw it in till it presses, you use the lock wrench to lock it on, and it connects. Once you depress it, it turns on the Bluetooth. I think the batteries, which can be replaced, to last like maybe a year or two. I'm not sure how long, but they last a long time. This is the handlebar remote. Now, what's interesting is I think I may be able to use some of the other pieces I got if I decide to, depending on how I, there's two pieces. Depending on how I want to mount it, I may come up with an idea. Here are the cameras, and I think I showed you this before, but here are the cameras, front and back, and in here, I don't want to, there's their wires, and you'll see that the plugs are, I don't know if you could see that, the plugs are the same yellow color to match up with the harness. All right, and put these back. Last but not least is the anti-glare screen, right? And since I'm using the box now, the Chigee will sit in its protective case until I'm done the installation and ready to connect it. So this is where this will live for the foreseeable future, for the next week or so as I finish up the job. So this is sort of part 2, and I'll be right back with the next part.